Hello traders, it's Monday, August the 22nd, and here is OptionsXO's market review ahead of the London session. Well, it seems that the world's eyes are drawing closer and closer towards Jackson Hole, a mountain resort in Wyoming, USA, where for the past 38 years, the Kansas Federal Reserve has been hosting an economic symposium, and where this Friday, US Fed Chairman Janet Yellen will be addressing the growing choir of colleagues who are calling for a September interest rate hike. Her vice, Stanley Fischer, yesterday said inflation is nearly at 2%, and labour markets are at full occupancy in spite of overseas turmoil. Last week's data shows hiring up, home sales at a post-recession peak, and durable goods orders on a rebound. The result? US dollar futures that have been steadily rising since Thursday and markets that closed down on Friday. Asian markets are correspondingly mixed, mostly down with the exception of Japan's Nikkei and New Zealand's Dow Jones, all on expectations of Friday's speech. China has announced a bond issue approved by the World Bank and worth about $2.8 billion. These special drawing right bonds bring the yuan firmly into a family of major world currencies and a vote of confidence by the World Bank in China's economic stability. Meanwhile, Kuroda's dovish comments on Friday that he wouldn't rule out deepening negative interest rates plunged the yen down along a 60-pip gap on Friday, and the momentum is carrying over into this week. All industry activity last week beat expectations, and quarterly growth is the strongest in nearly a year and a half. In Europe, the current growth pace is expected to continue into the second half of the year, and the British pound reversed on Friday gains from the day before on surprisingly strong post-Brexit data. Over the week, we saw the consumer price index at a two-year high, unemployment shrinking and wages growing, and the pound rebounding by 1.5% over the week. Support at 1.3048 is holding, so we're waiting for markets to open and see if Friday was a simple retracement or a new trend. And Russia lost another battle at the World Trade Organization, which said that its bans on pork products from the EU was unjustified. Gold is in the news this morning after Trump economic advisor Dr. Judy Sheldon says her candidate will push for a return to the gold standard if elected. The metal itself is dipping in coincidence with the rise of the dollar as we move into the Jackson Hole Symposium. And with the Rio Olympics 51% over budget, a report in from JM Bullion states that this year's gold medals were 1.2% gold. Each medal is thus worth $500, opposed to $21,000 were they in fact made of solid gold. Very little happening today. Chicago's National Activity Index at 12:30 p.m. GMT, alongside wholesale sales from Canada. The Conference Board's leading index for Australia will be in at 2:30, and at 1:45 tomorrow morning, China's business sentiment. If you're awake then, stay up another quarter hour for Japan's manufacturing PMI at 2. That's all for now. We'll be back later with a New York report. Till then, happy trading.